Black, but my bread, man. I'm the answer, never question. Lace up, learn a lesson. Bitch, I'm saucing, I do this often. Don't do no talking, my options right when I walk in. Jump on them Jordans, I'm ballin'. Money jumping, like I'm Davis from New Orleans. Oh, bitch, I'm hardin', I don't miss nothing.
Hey, what's up guys? Before I start this video, I want to tell you guys about Pro Guides. Pro Guides is an insane program that teaches you guys secret tips, tons of new metas, insane building and editing tricks, and all of these come from professional Fortnite players. Players like Royale, players like the Denver guy, all kinds of amazing players, personalized learning, personalized coach, personalized statistics, all made for you, and it's all for free. Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some of the best tips that you guys can use to optimize your aiming in Arena and in any game mode in Fortnite after you've switched to standard resolution. Now, these tips don't just apply to people that are on standard resolution, these aim tips apply to overall everyone. However, these will be focused specifically on those of you that are struggling to aim after switching down to standard resolution. Me personally, I could not aim for my life when I made this switch because I had to due to Fortnite nerfing the FOV. However, after practicing and doing some of these tips I'm going to be discussing in this video, I was able to make my aim great again. And I did this by doing a couple things I'm going to be telling you guys in this video, so be sure to watch this till the end to hear all of the tips. So guys, my biggest problem coming into standard resolution was that I simply could not aim. It looked very weird to me and I was not adjusted to it at all. And this is not just something that happens when I play stretch resolution, this is something that happens when I don't play Fortnite for a while, or if I just got on, and you guys have all experienced this, where you've just gotten onto Fortnite and you're playing really bad, you're missing all your shots, and what this is referred to is being cold. Now, this is something that happens to everyone, and the best way that we fix this is by getting into a creative lobby with our friends and grinding the game and getting our shot back on. Now, the best way to get your shot on or to get used to playing on stretch resolution is by going into creative with a friend or with anyone that is good at the game or is equal to your skill level and just playing it for an hour or two. What this will do is it will get you to constantly build and shoot at someone else with no breaks or with anything in between to pause between you taking shots and you practicing. Therefore, this is the best way to get your muscle memory back on target and to get you guys playing the way you used to, or even better. Now, for the second tip in the video, I'm going to be going over the fundamentals of aiming and how they affect you when you switch to stretch resolution. Now, playing on stretch resolution, you guys will get used to that FOV, or otherwise known as the field of view. This field of view will make it so that the game looks much more big to you, so your aim and your reticle will look very enlarged, therefore making it a lot easier to see your target and to hit your shots on point. This is the whole reason that Fortnite decided to nerf stretch resolution, because they decided that it was unfair for some players to be able to play with this FOV while other players like controller players were not, and therefore they decided to lock it. Now, the best way for you guys to get adjusted to this FOV change is by focusing on that center aiming reticle, or what you guys see on your screen that is your aiming marker. You really want to focus on that, because that you've always been used to that being this small little this very enlarged thing that you don't really have to focus on, but now due to it being smaller, you guys really have to focus on putting your reticle on the other person's head when you're in fights. What this will do is it'll make you really focus on your aim, and when your brain is actively working to aim, your aim will be much better when you're playing. Now, this tip doesn't just apply to Fortnite. Putting your mind and setting it to one thing and focusing on it will always make you perform better. Now, this is something not a lot of people do in Fortnite when their aim is bad. What they try to do is just use their muscle memory and not their actual brain to do the aiming part of the aim, and this usually causes a lot of mistakes and errors to be made. So once again guys, what you want to do is just focus on your aim and the fundamentals of the game. Now guys, for the third tip in this video, just a quick recommendation is to head on down and go to Pro Guides. I put the link for them in the description and the pinned comment. just go ahead and check out their aiming tips. They have some insane aiming tips made by pros like Mongrel and Tfue, and these are sure to make you guys much better at the game. This is just a quick tip, and I wanted to throw this into the video just to let you guys know that there is that for you guys to also get some extra tips. And besides that, let's get into the fourth tip. Now guys, one of the things that I mentioned in one of my previous videos was that when you're aiming with a weapon, before you take a shot, especially if you're on controller, what you want to do is you always want to ADS before you shoot. Now this doesn't just apply to controller. Actually, what I've found is that this also works on PC, because when you ADS, it tightens your reticle and it makes your pellets or your bullets more accurate. So this is something that you'd want to do regardless of what platform you play on, as it will increase the accuracy of your shots and the shot bonus which you get for every shot taken. For example, your AR shots will be more accurate and your shotgun shots will be less spread out, which will in general give you more damage per shot. Alright guys, now for the next tip in this video, I'm going to be acknowledging flick aiming versus track aiming. Now these are two very different aim styles that can be used on controller or PC using a mouse or a controller analog stick. Now track aiming is when you are aiming at a person and you're tracking them with your aim. Now the opposite of this is flick aiming, which is where your aim is off the person but you flick it to them very quickly and you get your aim to them by doing this. People that flick aim generally have pretty bad tracking aim because tracking aim is not something that they practice. People who have really good tracking aim usually have bad flick aim because flick aim is not something that they practice. Now having both of these skills is very important in Fortnite. However, a lot of times in Fortnite, compared to other games, flick aiming will get you a lot more advantages over track aiming. This is due to the fact that you're constantly build fighting, moving around, making quick movements, and you're going to need to have the ability to flick your aim to the person while you're doing all these other crazy things. Now in a lot of my videos, you guys can see me pull off some really nifty shots because I track the person with my shotgun before I take the shot. And in a lot of my videos, you guys can also see that I get a lot of cool flick shots. This is because I've practiced both personally and spent time on getting both down. I did not focus on one as some people do. And an example of this would be some of the phase players like Phase Sway and some of those creative gods that you guys see. Most of those guys have really good flick aiming, but if you take them into an aim map and you have them do their basic track aiming, you'll see that a lot of them cannot do it. And this is due to the fact that they rely so heavily on their flick muscle memory rather than their tracking ability. Now, in most shooters today, track aiming is the predominant aiming style. Flick aiming does not come in as the main aiming strategy. Now, however, due to Fortnite's very special playing style and very special game mechanics, flick aiming is the way to go. Now, the problem with putting 100% of your effort on flick aiming is that flick aiming will not provide you with good AR or SMG aim. If you can flick fast, it gives you great shotgun aim, but you will not be able to track opponents with your SMG or your AR, and this is where the main problem comes in. So, in order to combat this, what you guys have to do is focus on both flicking and tracking players while you're in games. The best way to do this is by really focusing on your AR and SMG shots and focusing on your shotgun shots separately and thinking of different ways to aim while you're doing each. So for example, if you have your shotgun out, put your focus on getting those quick flicks. However, if you have an SMG or your AR out, put your focus on really tracking your enemy down and try to do this without aim assist. This is the best way to get your tracking better on controller. And on PC, the best way to do this is by really focusing on getting your wrist and your arm steady while you're following them down, whichever path they're going. And as we get towards the end of the video, guys, I am running out of good tips to give you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yeah guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.